Hi guys, it's Ricardo with Bok Bok Bouquet. In today's episode, we're going to make my favorite recipe for a little garbanzo bean salad. So first, we're going to take our organic garbanzo beans that we bought at the store. And we're going to go ahead and open them up. And I like to drain out all the water that it comes in. I feel like maybe there's just too much salt in those, so I like to come and rinse it off. So we're gonna go ahead and rinse that, strain them away. It's a quick little recipe that you can do in about 10-15 minutes. And this is gonna be one to feed about 1 to 2 people. I can eat this by myself, but I've been sharing it with Kelly recently because she eats a little bit. So yeah, feeds about 2 people. I like to go and soak these, and then we'll strain them once more when everything else is ready. So we got our heirloom tomato. In the summer we were using our own homegrown tomatoes, but it's now it's November. It's now November, and the weather's too cold out there, so it froze all our tomatoes. We're not growing them anymore, so that's the store-bought one there. Got a lime, an avocado, and then these are actually the very last of our harvest from our jalapenos. They're really small, but that's the first night that we were gonna have a frost in our garden, so we went ahead and just trimmed them all before they all died. If you're using a store-bought one, just get yourself a nice big one, and that's enough for this recipe there. And then cilantro, I don't measure, but I go to about that much for this dish. Very good. And that's all the ingredients you need. We're gonna go ahead and get it prepped. So we're gonna cut our lime. And you know, you could do everything to taste, but I like my stuff to be pretty heavy on lime. We got our avocado. Pit came right out. And our heirloom tomato. You could use any other kind of tomato. The heirloom is my favorite to use on here. It's an organic heirloom. It looks pretty. Sometimes they're purple, sometimes they're yellow or red. But it also tastes better. So go ahead and experiment with whatever kind of tomato you might want. I like using heirlooms, and this one's kind of getting a little soft now, so it's not as easy to cut. And I'm not a trained cook by any means, so I know I'm not cutting it all professionally, but this is something I put together real quick for us for lunch, sometimes for dinner. And when I used to be at my job, I used to have an hour lunch break, and my coworkers would find me in our break room making this. I would just run to the store real quick, buy the ingredients, and put this together. They would say, "You're really gonna make that during lunch?" And I'd say, "Yeah, why not? It takes about 10 minutes. Big chunks like that. And then we got our little baby jalapenos here. In just a moment here, we might actually step outside because we have our serrano plant growing still that we've been putting away inside at night. And then in the daytime, we could put it out there so it could get a little sunlight while it's not so cold. Our serrano plant's sitting outside right now, so I like using a whole jalapeno. Right here we're using 4 because they're so small, but usually a big jalapeno. And then 1 serrano. I like my stuff to be pretty spicy. If you don't, then you know, use less jalapeno. Don't add the extra serrano because that adds the extra kick there on spice. And then our cilantro. I love me some cilantro too. By the way, if you don't like an ingredient in this recipe, you probably don't want to make it, because I feel like if any one of these ingredients is not in this recipe, it's not going to be as good. It's a quick little meal. It's vegetarian. It's even vegan. And it's so good, especially on a hot summer day. This hits the spot. But even today, middle of November, we're gonna make this, and my mouth's watering already. I like to dice up my avocado like this, and then cube it.
Are you trying to shop for avocado? Are you trying to shop
No.
for avocado?
Alexa, no.
All right.
Now we're gonna go ahead and cut a couple of serranos, 1 or 2, depending on the size, for my own little tree here. So this plant, yeah, we've been moving it back and forth. We leave it in our laundry room overnight so it doesn't freeze. And we put it out here in the daytime. So yeah, I'm probably gonna add those to our meal. We got the chickens pretty excited back here behind me, so maybe I'll give them one too. And don't worry guys, yes, it's a spicy pepper, but chickens don't taste spicy. So they'll just eat this like it's any fruit. You guys want some? Come here. Yes. And now that we got our serranos, I'm probably just gonna go ahead and add 1 because 2 might be a little too spicy. If it was smaller, I would have done 2, but we're just gonna add a little spicy kick there with just 1. So if you guys remember, our chickpeas have been soaking in water. And then now we're gonna go and take those out and get it put together. Again, I just soak them in water because they do come out of a can and they got extra sodium and salt, and I don't want to eat that stuff. So we just strain them away like so. Give it another quick rinse, and in the bowl they go. And now you guys will see how quickly this comes together. We got all our ingredients set up right here. We're gonna put our avocado in there, and I've already cubed this. That. A whole avocado. Seems to be just about enough for it. You can always add more, but this is the right amount of ingredients that I've always used. We're gonna squeeze a whole lime in there. Don't use lemon. I've tried it with lemon and they didn't like it as much. And then in goes the tomato, cilantro, jalapenos, and serrano. The one thing we're missing is salt and pepper. You can pepper this to taste, but I like to go ahead and grind some black pepper on there. Not that much. And grind some salt. And guess what? You just go ahead and stir. Mix all the ingredients together. Make sure you get all that lime juice evenly distributed. And that's it. That's my go-to. Very easy to make little meal. Took us about 10 minutes maybe, and everything's raw. You don't have to cook anything. It's vegetarian and it's even vegan friendly. So we're gonna pour this into a bowl and it's ready to eat. So, like I said, this is enough for like 1 or 2 people. It's about the perfect amount for me and Kelly. So see, that's a bowl there. That's about my size portion. And then Kelly usually has about that much. Do a taste test. It's so good. You want some of this, Baba? Okay, you can have a little garbanzo if you want. There you go. Yummies. If you guys enjoyed this episode today, remember to hit that thumbs up. Let us know what you think in the comments, and subscribe to our channel so you can see other recipes, travel, chickens, gardening, and more. Thanks for watching. See you next time.